The following is a legit Ghostbusters production.
Yeehaw! What is going on, everybody? Curt here from LGB Legit Ghostbusters. I'm here today with my friend Chris.
What is going on, Curt?
What's going on? I didn't expect for us to be making a video about this subject because I thought since this new gen's been out that we're not gonna have this problem, but clearly we fucking do. I'd rather talk about fucking crabs or herpes than talk about this shit. So I'm gonna let Chris do the intro and tell you about the subject because, fuck my life.
Basically, at the time that we're making this video, which is Sunday, the order came out 2 days ago, came out on Friday, and I just gotta say, it's such a disappointment. I mean, I was looking forward to this game. If I'd made a list, you know, it probably would have been like 3 on my top 10 games of 2015, looking forward to at least. And now, I just want to know, do campaign lengths really matter to you? Simply because the Order's campaign length is so freaking short. It's, yeah, I mean, the 5.5 hours that was uploaded on YouTube, that's on the short side. That's on a speed run. But still, that game can be, like, the most amount of time I'm seeing has been, you know, 11 hours. And that is just, that's with no replay value, no multiplayer, you know, no new game plus, you know, no incentive to go back and play it. And they still go ahead and charge $60 freaking dollars for it. $60. I don't, to me, there's no way that that game is worth $60. I mean, QTE filled gameplay, average lame duck third-person shooter mechanics and gameplay, and such a short story. Yeah, the game looks absolutely beautiful. It looks amazing. And then they go, but graphics do not make a game. You know, go ahead, Curt.
If you want to see something beautiful, right, fucking buy The Last of Us, right? Because that's an all-round everything. It got it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go on the fucking bone. If you want to see something pretty and lush, go on, complete The Last of Us, get some unlocks, and look at the art and concept for that. Because if you want a game, right? Games are supposed to be fun, and I'm sick of having to say this. It's pathetic. Games are supposed to be fun. If they're supposed to look fucking good and look pretty, who gives a shit if they're not fun? And I'm sorry, but that game just looks just like a fucking crippled goat. Like, it just looks alright, but it can't walk. Like, you gotta walk around the fucking game for starts, right? There's no running. There's no interaction with, like, the buildings. You can't walk inside. So yeah, like, the buildings look stunning. You can't interact with them. You can't do nothing. The werewolves, you get to shoot a couple of fucking werewolves, but apart from that, like, even though that is quote unquote fun, you don't get to do much of it. There's probably like 9, maybe 10, if that, in the whole game. Like, it just all round looks shit to me, and it pisses me off because the best games are still The Last of Us and Tomb Raider and games like that are last gen. That, yeah, they've been remastered and made to look better, but they're still from the last gen, and that is just so fucking depressing to me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I look at games that remind me of the Order. QTE filled games, a little gameplay, like games like Beyond Two Souls, games like Heavy Rain, both once again PlayStation exclusives. But, you know, those games, they're not real long either. They're, you know, 9, 10, 11 hours long. But there's so much replay value. There's so many different choices you can make, and you got to go back and see the different outcomes. You'll get, you know, 20, 30 hours into that. You'll probably want to play those games 2, 3 times over. The Order doesn't have that, and that's my biggest issue. And also, I look at games. I look at, take Telltale games, okay? You know,
yeah,
those games are QTE filled. They don't have a lot of gameplay in them either. But you know what? Their stories are also great. They warrant, you know, 2, 3 different playthroughs an episode, But do they charge $60? No, they do not charge $60. And they charge $25 for an entire season worth, which is like a whole game, or 20 if you get a season pass. But, you know, sure, you could argue, oh, well, that's just because, you know, the Order gets to charge more because it's, you know, a AAA title and, you know, there's more, you know, invested in it and all this. You know, I don't care. It's just pathetic to me that, and there are, and also what's really kind of funny is, first of all, let me say, Curt and I, we're PlayStation guys. We're not, you know, Xbox. We know we don't own Xboxes. I personally don't have anything against it. I just grew up with PlayStation, so that's why I stick with my PlayStation. But like, Sony fanboys are out there basically saying, oh, you know, the game's not that bad, you know. Basically they're saying all the reviewers out there that have reviewed the game are idiots because it's not nearly as bad as what they're saying, and, you know, which, you know, so what, like, the consensus is that they're idiots? I mean, sure, you know, I don't always, you know, don't go just by a reviewer's opinion. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the game, it's just not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. I don't see how anybody could really say that it is worth it. And it's one of those topics that I could go on all day about because I hate it so much. But I
didn't even want to talk about it. Like, I thought it was done with. Do you know what I mean? No, honestly, I thought that, like, truthfully now, did you think we was ever gonna have this problem for this gen? Truthfully.
Yeah, I did. Because there are corporations out there that they're just after a quick buck. And they want to use...
For $60 a game now, I thought there's no fucking way that they're going to charge this amount of money and not have a decent amount of gameplay in it. Well, boy, was I fucking wrong.
But...
Holy shit.
But you got to look at games like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed. They come out every single year. And now they're a little different because but Call of Duty... They know that people aren't buying that for the campaign. That's why they don't put a whole lot of effort in that. And if you go into playing Call of Duty and then rip its campaign, you know, it's sad because that's not...
You're a fucking idiot.
That's not what you buy Call of Duty for. Assassin's Creed, every single year, they put out a game with a 15, 20-hour campaign as well as multiplayer. The Order... It's not like this is a game that was like the third game in the franchise. This is a new IP. Alright, they dedicated all their time and effort to this. This is what they're starting out on. And this is what all those years they couldn't come up with any sort of multiplayer. They couldn't come up with any other replayability other than just, oh, it's a really great story. You got to experience it more than once. Like, come on. Seriously.
It makes me laugh. It really does, because like you said, this is like the first game. But let's not forget that this is supposed to be a franchise, a ready-made franchise. What a great starting point that is. Like, what a pathetic excuse for a fucking franchise this is going to be if this is the first entry they're going to make. Like, really, come on, innit? Yeah,
I'm not. I don't want you guys to think, oh, you know, they just had no interest in the game at all. I did. You know, like I said, like, this was one of my top games to look forward to in 2015. I will play this game eventually. I'm not going to pay $60 for it. I'm probably not going to pay $40 for it. I'll probably wait till it's, you know, $30, half the price, which is, I think that would be fair for it. And that's it. That's the only thing that's the only price I would be willing to pay for this. And, you know, I don't even know, man. I'm like kind of like I can't believe that we're still getting this, and I can't believe there are people defending it. I really can't. You have any final Curts? Oh fuck. Curts? Do you have any final thoughts, Curt?
Well, yeah. Apart from you having a complete a brain fart, yeah. Like, whoever has defended it, if anyone is watching this video, like, just give us your reasons. Like, yeah. Obviously you're completely and utterly fucking wrong, but we want to know anyway, so we can just.
I personally want to know a good. I really would love to hear why it's worth it. Don't just say, "Oh, it's worth it." you know, give us a good reason as to why it's worth it. I'd really want to hear some opinions of people who have already bought it,
and
played
plus,
it,
I
beat
want to
it.
know what crack you're smoking and all when you're putting the thing up. I want to know what crack you were smoking
Yes,
at the time
because
that you thought it was
differing
worth
opinions
$60.
obviously means you're on crack. Different.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, Curt. Jesus Christ. But I really do want to know if you think it's worth it and why you think it's worth it. I want you to elaborate on why it's worth it. Give us a like. Leave us a subscribe. Leave a comment. Of course, leave a comment. Let us know if the game disappointed you. Let us know what games you're looking forward to. And any additional thoughts there, Curt, before we end the video?
Yeah, fuck $60 games if they're gonna be 7 hours long.
Okay, that seems like a good spot to end it. You guys have a good night. Peace.
Peace.